Hello, beautiful soul. Welcome to a new episode of Creative Soul Sunday. Come on into the room. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. It's self care time. Come through. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm always so happy to be with you and to share this moment with you. Thank you for joining me. So, you know what to do once you're in the room, right? Get you a yummy beverage of your choice so you stay hydrated throughout this process. Very, very important. Get you into a cozy little corner where you're not going to be disturbed by anybody for the next little bit. Then get you your journal because, yes, we do love to explore journal prompts and questions over here as a way of just deepening our self-care and our soul care. I was almost combining those words together. We're here for self-care. It's more like caring for our souls. Actually, we go a little deeper than surface level self-care. So yeah, set the tone and your environment so that you allow yourself to not only be cozy, comfy, yes, but allow that softening and that vulnerability to rise to the surface. So if you need to light a candle to help with that process, go right ahead and do that. If you need to diffuse a beautiful essential oil in your space, you go right ahead and do that. Maybe you want to burn a little incense. I don't know, darling. Whatever gets you into the state of cozy and comfy, I just want you to go right ahead and do that. Yeah? Okay, great. Now you're ready. Let's get into our topic for today. What are we discussing this Sunday? We are talking about releasing self-judgment. This is part 2 of our topic, releasing self-judgment. We're done with part 1. That was last week. Go check that out if you haven't already. And now let's get into part 2. I'm holding your hand for this one, darling, because this one is a little tough. We're going to get through some uncomfortable moments as we look at certain things we're doing that might not serve us well, but I'm holding your hand through it. All right? You got this. You can do it. Let's go. I don't know if you've noticed, but being on planet Earth has a lot to do with learning and unlearning, right? Remembering, learning, unlearning. Earth is like a school. And so if Earth is like a school, there are always all these lessons that we're experiencing. And life experiences come imbued with life lessons. So if you are continuously being down on yourself, what is that saying? It's saying that you should have gone into every situation knowing everything. How is that possible, darling? That's not possible, right? We learn more from ourselves and from other people by actually experiencing life. So some of the things that you're berating yourself about, they came about because it was a life lesson that you needed to learn. And so now, if you haven't asked yourself, what did I learn from this process? What was the lesson here? What was life trying to teach me here? If you haven't done that, then you tend to be continuously, being down on yourself. Stop it for a while. And instead of like beating yourself down again, ask yourself, did I learn something from this situation? Did I learn something from this event? Did I learn something from this person? And if there's something you've learned, write it down. What is it? What did you learn? Yeah? How is it serving you? You didn't know this before and now you know it. And maybe that was the entire reason that that situation played out exactly as it did. Why? Because it played out exactly as it did. And 2, with that, remember how I'm always saying that we are energy. When we meet other people or when events and situations occur, it's because we are a vibrational match to that situation. Ooh. I know, I know, I know. I know that one can be very painful, especially when we want to play victim. Oh my God. And sometimes when we're playing victim, depending on the situation, some of those situations are so easy to go to other people and be like, oh, this is what happened to me, right? And because socially we are conditioned for certain situations to just be like, oh my God, that's what happened to you. Oh my God, you're a victim of that situation. But I want to offer something today. If you are in the situation, it's because you are a vibrational match to the situation. So before you fully blame the other person, and also before you fully blame yourself, because this goes both ways, you want to check what energy in me ensure that this is the life experience I am having, right? That is such an empowering question. We are the creator of our lives and our realities. And as much as we want to blame other people and so on, we are creating those lives ourselves because of the energy that we are entertaining, that we are carrying, the frequency at which we are vibrating, right? So you want to then check, where am I vibrating at, right? That allows for this, and this situation to occur in my life. I'm going to tell you, it is going to change so much when you ask that question. You will move from being a victim of circumstances to being a creator, because essentially you are saying, yes, this is messy, but I created this mess, right? And instead of going into all of this blame of another or of yourself, in particular of yourself, right? You then go into the energy of, I am a creator. I can create. So if I was able to create this, imagine what I can do when I channel my energy into a higher vibration, right? So you get yourself off the hook. Don't hold yourself to this thing, like we talked about, for all the reasons. Maybe it was a life lesson you had to learn, right? Maybe you were actually helping the other person who was in the situation explore something that they needed to explore about themselves. Every single time the situation or event is happening, there is something for it. There's something in it, I mean, for everyone. It's not just for you. The other people who are in the situation too, they're also learning something about themselves or about life or something. So come to the situation with, there's a lesson in this for me. And if the other people come in with, there's a lesson in this for me, different lessons for the different people, right? So I'm here and this particular lesson is for me. You're also in the situation, it means there's a lesson for you that may be different to mine, especially if we're playing opposing roles in that situation, right? So you want to take your power back and ask the question, what is life trying to teach me? Why have I created this situation? What am I trying to do here? What am I trying to see here? What am I trying to explore here? Right? Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You're doing amazing. Let's keep going. I don't know about you, but I know for sure for myself, I've done this. That somebody criticizes me, and then I take on that criticism really hard. And now, instead of staying within myself, and maybe looking through the criticism to see, is it constructive, is it not, I don't even do all of that to see where this is landing, right? I hop on the train with them, then I start to use their words to berate myself, to beat myself down with how they see me. I have done this for so long, and I bet you probably have done this for so long too. It happens in families, it happens in friendships, it happens in so many places, at work even, right? You feel horrible and bad, and now then you say to yourself, I am those things that were being said. That's self-abandonment, honey. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what we call abandoning the self. To get away from you and then go and join the people who are saying critical things and then use their words as if you were them. And this is such a common pattern. I'm actually wanting you to journal about this. Where have I abandoned myself? This is the next journal prompt. And taken on the words from those who were criticizing me and then use those critical words towards myself. Yeah. This one is so sneaky. And this is what's happening in that moment. We are holding what the other person is saying as though it's the absolute truth. Yeah. We are holding what they're saying as though it's the absolute truth. It's not the absolute truth. No. There's also your truth. Yeah. But when you leave that, then you are leaving yourself. So who's going to advocate for you? Who's going to bring forth the way that you see things and your perspective on things? Because it matters. It matters because you exist. You exist because you matter, right? And so your point of view and the way that you see things, they actually really do matter. When you just jump on the bandwagon with the naysayers or whatever, then you're abandoning yourself. And we got to stop doing that. So I want you to, and it's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable, especially if you are like me, like a recovering people pleaser, right? It feels uncomfortable to root for yourself because you always want to root for the other one, right? Leave yourself behind. Who cares, right? Not me go over there and do for the other, all right? So this is going to go against this instinct that you've developed. When something is going on, especially if it's involving other people, instead of you taking on the entirety of the blame, I want you to root for you. How would I defend myself here? I want you to defend yourself a little bit, right? Especially if you're on the other extreme where you never really do. And the reason I want you to do this is not so that you can become defensive and no. I want you to see something. I want you to see that there are certain ideas or ideals or values that you hold that you haven't been able to say out loud or to express, but they're deep within you and they're playing a role. And so, in some circumstances and situations, you might respond or react a particular way because you're protecting those values and those ideals. And it doesn't make them horrible ideals. They could very well be beautiful ideals, but you are responding from the subconscious because you haven't fully explored yourself to know outright, this is what I am about and this is what I'm defending for myself. Yeah. So this exercise is to awaken that. So that next time, maybe you don't let the situation get out of hand or go to that extent, you'll be able to a little bit earlier on express yourself and say, look, I really value this aspect and this aspect and this aspect. And as a result of that, I can't then go ahead and do this and this and this and this and this. Yeah. That's going to be very important. So this is a very nuanced conversation, and I want you to take it as such. This is not just some general broad conversation. It's very nuanced because there's something we're trying to awaken here. All right? I want you to root for you, not from just a blind place, but really a curiosity to discover yourself and what you hold valuable and true. Because oftentimes those are the places from which you are behaving and acting. And when you understand yourself better, that this is actually because this is important to me, then you find a way to be able to express that on the outside. Then other people get to know you too, right? Then they get to know, hey, he or she doesn't like this, or they don't F around with that. That's not them. This is who they are over here, right? And then you align with life circumstances, situations, work, friendships, love that is actually in true connection to who you really are. Yeah? Okay. Amazing, darling. Amazing. How are you feeling? How are you feeling? How are we doing? We good? You're doing incredibly well. You're doing incredibly well. That's it, darling. That's the episode. Thank you for hanging out with me, for taking the time to be vulnerable with yourself. I'm wishing you a beautiful week ahead, which is hopefully gonna be you with less judgments of self. Yeah? Can you promise me that? Good, 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 good. Come in the comments. Tell me how you found this episode. I love, love, love to hear from you. And then I will see you once again next Sunday, same place, for a new episode of Creative Soul Sunday. Love to you.